What about the South Platte? Because we heard from the governor of Nebraska just a week ago, wanting to enforce because he stated, we're not delivering as much water as we've promised. What do you think about that, Doug?
Well, as I just said, I mean, the real reason for these compacts is to get the states working together to avoid litigation. So work together, and also the second thing is these things are very hard to change. You just don't do it.
Yeah, going back to those legislatures, hey, can we change the comma? Sure. Yeah.
And Congress.
And Congress too, right.
Good luck with that. You're right. Governor Ricketts recently said, well, our compact with Colorado provides that we can build a canal that could take up to 500 cubic feet per second as a number. So how much is that? I mean, if you don't work in those numbers all the time. Yeah. So that's 1,000 acre feet a day. So how much is that? So think about Dillon Reservoir. Everybody's seen Dillon Reservoir. Yeah. So if you had 500 CFS flowing into one reservoir, so you could look at it all in one spot, it would be 1.5 times the size of Dillon Reservoir. Wow. If you're familiar with Blue Mesa when full, that would be roughly 1/3 of Blue. You go, wow, that's a lot of water. Now, how much water is really there? Well, not that much. What does the compact say they can divert it? It's in the winter. It's from October 15th to April 1st. Is there much water in the river then? No.
It's still up in the mountains.
Well, exactly.
It's west of Fort Collins.
Right. So the compact is very specific. We have a certain delivery obligation during what we call the irrigation season, April through October. So we have a certain obligation there, but during the rest of the year we don't. And this compact only applies to the lower part of the river, which is basically, think of it as below Fort Morgan. So everything that happens upstream is all exempted from all that. So they can't force anybody to curtail water from that. So what they're going to, and the other thing is the compacts don't supersede federal law or state law. They've now got to go back and go through the Endangered Species Act. They're going to have to get a permit to construct the facility. They're going to have to do the engineering, how much water is there. There's a lot of sand hills of Nebraska. There's a lot of sandy soil through there. Are they going to have to line it? What's it going to cost? Are they going to really have the money? It can only be used in the compact for irrigation. Specific for that. It's not going down to Omaha. It can only be used for irrigation. So that's the idea. So my short answer is breathe. Just,
we're probably okay. We've got the long
right. This is a long-term thing. I understand from Nebraska's standpoint, hey, we see all this development happening in Colorado. There's a Colorado water plan that's going to develop a bunch of projects. What's that going to do to us? And so I think the governor's message has been, the Attorney General's office message has been, let's talk. If you think there's something that needs to happen here, let's talk and see what we can do. But the idea that we need to mass troops on our border here, that they're going to be, a line of caterpillars coming up the, big dozers coming up the highway here to start building a canal is just not reality.